It's a Tuesday morning, you wake up, check your phone, and there's a breaking news alert. The US dollar has collapsed overnight. Not weakened, not dipped, collapsed. You open your banking app, the number is still there, same digits. But outside, a gallon of milk costs $47. A tank of gas is $180. The grocery store shelves are half empty because suppliers stopped accepting dollars 2 days ago. Your paycheck hits Friday technically, but your employer is paying in the same dollars that just became wallpaper. Here's the thing, this isn't a zombie movie plot. Currency collapses have happened before. Germany, 1923, Zimbabwe, 2008, Argentina, right now ongoing. And in every single case, the people who survived it weren't the ones who panicked. They were the ones who understood weeks or months before exactly what would happen to their money. So today we're going to live it. You are 6 months out from a dollar collapse, and every decision you make in the next few minutes determines whether you come out the other side with something or nothing. Most people think their money is safe because it's in a bank. That's not savings, that's faith. Faith that the institution holding your dollars will still honor them. Faith that the government backing that institution stays solvent. Faith that the number on your screen translates to real purchasing power tomorrow. For most of history, that faith was reasonable, but it was always faith, not math. Here's what that actually looks like when faith breaks. Your $40,000 in savings doesn't disappear. The number stays exactly the same, but the purchasing power behind it evaporates. Sometimes by 50%, sometimes by 90%. Sometimes faster than you can move it anywhere safer. The dollar has lost 97% of its purchasing power since 1913. That happened slowly and visibly over a century. A collapse just does it quickly, out loud, in front of everyone. Let's run the actual scenario. 6 months before the collapse, 3 types of households exist. Household A has $40,000 in a savings account and a mortgage. Cash, heavy, debt heavy. Household B has $15,000 in cash, $25,000 in index funds and no debt. Household C has $5,000 cash, owns a small rental property, and holds 2 months of physical supplies. When the dollar collapses, Household A watches their savings lose 70% of real value. Their mortgage, ironically, becomes easier to pay. Debt denominated in collapsing currency gets cheaper, but their savings liquid and dollar denominated get destroyed. Household B takes a hit on cash, but their index funds, which hold real companies with real assets, recover. Equities are imperfect inflation hedges, but they're hedges. They own something tangible through the fund. Household C barely flinches. Their rental property is priced in whatever the new unit of value becomes. Their supplies are already purchased. Their $5,000 in cash hurts, but they weren't counting on it. And here's the part that will probably surprise you. The biggest predictor of surviving a currency collapse isn't how much you have. It's what form it's in. Because here's what that Tuesday morning actually feels like when you're household A. You did everything right. You saved. You kept money liquid for emergencies. You avoided risky assets. And now you're watching people who owned land, gold, foreign currency, or just paid off debt come out ahead of you. Not because they were smarter, because their assets weren't promises. They were things. That's the quiet cruelty of inflation and collapse. It punishes the responsible and rewards the leveraged, temporarily until the new equilibrium arrives. So what do you actually do with this information? You don't need to believe a collapse is coming tomorrow, but you do need to understand that holding 100% of your net worth in dollars is a concentrated bet on one currency, one government, one system. Diversification isn't just stocks versus bonds, it's currencies. It's assets that exist in physical reality. It's reducing debt that could trap you if your income stream breaks. A small percentage in assets that survive currency stress, real estate, broad equities, commodities, even modest gold exposure, isn't paranoia. It's the same logic as owning car insurance. You're not planning to crash. You're planning for a world where crashing is possible. Because the people who came out of every historical collapse with something intact weren't doomsday preppers. They were just the ones who stopped treating their currency like it was permanent. Your dollars are a tool, not a destination.